What if some of the most dangerous fat in your body isn't the fat you can see? You can't always grab it, you can't always pinch it. And here's what may surprise you. You don't necessarily have to look obese to have too much of it. It's called visceral fat, and it sits deep inside your abdomen, surrounding organs such as your liver, pancreas, and intestines. And unlike the fat sitting directly underneath your skin, visceral fat can be associated with serious metabolic problems. Today, we're exposing another silent killer hiding in plain sight. First, understand that not all body fat is the same. The soft fat you can pinch around your stomach, arms, or thighs is primarily called subcutaneous fat. Visceral fat is different. It is stored deeper inside your abdominal cavity, around your internal organs. And that's why looking in the mirror doesn't tell you the whole story. Someone may not appear significantly overweight and can still carry unhealthy amounts of abdominal fat. So don't make the mistake of thinking, I'm not that heavy, so I don't have to worry about it. When it comes to your metabolic health, where your body stores fat matters, here's where things get serious. Visceral fat isn't simply sitting there doing nothing. It is metabolically active. Excess visceral fat is associated with inflammation and metabolic changes that can contribute to insulin resistance. And if you've watched our video on prediabetes, you already know where insulin resistance can lead. Your body may have more difficulty responding appropriately to insulin. Blood sugar can begin to rise. Over time, the risk of prediabetes and type 2 diabetes increases. But it doesn't stop with blood sugar. Excess visceral fat is also associated with high blood pressure, abnormal cholesterol and triglyceride levels, fatty liver disease, metabolic syndrome, and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Think about that. Something you can't even see may be affecting multiple systems inside your body. That's why we're calling visceral fat part of the silent killer conversation. So how do you know how much visceral fat you have? You can't determine it accurately simply by looking at your stomach. Imaging tests can measure visceral fat more directly. But for most people, that's not how we routinely screen for risk. A simple tool is your waist circumference. An expanding waistline can be a warning that you're carrying excess abdominal fat. But remember, waist circumference is a screening tool, not a diagnosis. Your healthcare provider can look at the bigger picture, including your weight, waist measurement, blood pressure, blood sugar, A1C, triglycerides, cholesterol, family history, and other risk factors. And here's an important point. Don't wait for symptoms. Metabolic problems can develop long before you feel sick. Now for the good news. Visceral fat can respond to lifestyle changes. And no, you cannot simply do hundreds of crunches and expect to specifically burn the visceral fat around your abdomen. Instead, focus on improving your overall metabolic health. Number 1, move your body. Aim for regular aerobic activity, such as brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or another activity you enjoy. And don't forget resistance training. Building and maintaining muscle is an important part of improving body composition and metabolic health. Number 2, look at what you're eating. Build your meals around nutrient-dense foods such as vegetables, fruits, and whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, lean proteins, and other minimally processed foods. Reduce your intake of heavily processed foods, excess added sugars, and sugary drinks. Number 3, get serious about sleep. Poor sleep can work against healthy weight and metabolic regulation. Most adults should aim for approximately 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. And number 4, know your numbers, know your blood pressure, know your blood sugar and A1C when appropriate. Know your cholesterol and triglycerides. And pay attention to changes in your waistline, because sometimes the warning isn't a symptom, it's a number. Here's what I want you to remember. The number on your scale does not tell your entire health story. You can lose weight and still need to improve your metabolic health. You can look relatively thin and still have metabolic risk factors, and you can have excess visceral fat without realizing what's happening inside your body. So don't focus only on getting smaller, focus on getting healthier. If this video helped you, subscribe and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And stay with us as we continue exposing the health conditions that can quietly damage your body in our Silent Killer series. Because what you don't know can hurt you, but what you learn today can help you make a healthier choice tomorrow.